Kia ora koutou. I'm excited to have here with me today Divya Power, Retail Partner at BDO, to talk to me about the April 2023 findings of the BDO Wellbeing and Business Performance Index. Te rangahau o ngā hauora pai. Now, this unique biannual study investigates both well-being and business performance and the link between the two across New Zealand's business leaders. Kia ora, Divya. Thank you so much for joining us. Now, there's been a lot on for many retail businesses across the country, from security concerns, COVID, the economy. There's a lot to unpack, and we'll get to some of your insights later on. But first of all, can you give us a rundown of what the findings are in the latest survey?
Business leaders scored 56 out of 100, which is 6 points below the whole of business average. About half of the retailers said that they're feeling less mentally healthy than normal, and 49% of them said that economic factors around interest, inflation, and cost of living are causing this. They also said that financial pressures, supply chain, and sustainability are causing this.
I know financial pressures flow on from a lot of factors, the economy first of all, but I know there's been a lot of focus around retail businesses, in particular around security, ram raids, smash and grabs, that type of thing. Is that also playing into this?
Yes, it is. It is. And look, the business confidence has been low, and as I said, that there's social, economic, and environmental pressures, and obviously we've had cyclone and flooding, which has had a ripple effect on it. And there are businesses that are working through a rebuild strategy to work through that. But I think the key takeout here is that the future outlook looks positive. So 55% of the retailers said that they are positive about the future performance of their business. And I would say that a likely driver for that positivity is that the economic pressures should release probably in future around interest and inflation. And there's some other positive aspects as well. So the immigration is improving. So there's workforce that is improving into the country. The student foot traffic is returning, so which should have a positive flow-in effect. So I think the key here is for the business retailers to stay positive and ensure that they have a business and financial strategy to work through and help them navigate through the future.
Do you think they feel like there's a lot of support around them at the moment? There's been a lot of attention on the sector. Do you feel like they feel and know that there's that resource available to them?
So I think what's really important for them is to first identify what are their business and financial indicators or drivers, such as, do they want to focus on increasing sales, reducing costs, increasing their margins, cash flow, or employee productivity. Once they've identified what are the key business indicators, then they have to have a strategy in place to improve it and measure that through the year. It's really important to look at the management reporting on a monthly basis or a quarterly basis rather than, looking at it at the end of the year, because that's too late and then you just don't know. You do not have an opportunity to improve that then. And once they've done that, then I think there are a lot of advisory tools around forecasts and cash flow that they can use with us, so that they understand what they can do during the year. And lastly, I would say just have a sustainability mindset as well. Take smaller but meaningful actions in that space.
You've listed off a few elements there. Is there any one particular focus looking at where the economy is going in the next 6 months? It's going to be a bit tough despite the positive outlook. Is there kind of one or two particular elements that they should be focusing on? Or is this not a one size fits all?
I think what's really important for them is to be proactive rather than reactive. And that's what we are seeing with a lot of our clients who are being proactive, and they are doing regular forecasts and cash flows, because they want to really understand where is the 80% of their profit, and they want to streamline their product offering on that basis. So I think that's really important to understand where the profit is rather than, have any surprises. So looking at your cash flow more regularly rather than doing quarterly, even do it on monthly basis or weekly basis or even daily basis. I think that is the key. Just to ensure that you have a strategy around stock management so that there are no surprises, have that business continuity in place, and just to ensure that your stock is not disrupted.
Now, I know we all love hearing real stories and real examples. In terms of the clients that you're dealing with, can you tell us a few kind of personal stories? Is there anyone doing it well, or is there any examples of people who are sort of leading the charge?
They are using advisory tools more, which is like, they are looking at cash flows and forecasting more. And some of them who've had that downtime, they've taken that opportunity to look at their systems and processes and upgrade them. So they are ensuring that they have a good CRM system, they've got good online presence, they've got good stock management system, and all of that is sort of integrated with each other. So I guess it all comes back to the mindset, and even if they've got that downtime, they are taking that time to get in business efficiencies and ensuring that that they have sort of smooth and efficient business systems and processes.
Where can retailers go for further support as well?
They can read our Wellbeing in Retail Sector report, which has a range of business and financial tips. There's also broader BDO Wellbeing in Business report that they can have a look at, and on screen a range of wellbeing experts that you can get in touch with.
Some fantastic resources. Thank you so much for your time and all of those golden nuggets of advice. I'm sure they'll be really useful for many businesses watching. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you for having me.